stream shared out onto the Facebook page. I'm just waiting for it to load up on my YouTube channel, and then I'll upload it straight onto the Facebook. 2 seconds. Oh, what am I doing, man? Come on, wait, right. My stream never loads straight up on my fucking channel. Gotta go into fucking Twitter and get the share link of that. It's fucking awkward as shit. This stream will be re-uploaded on my channel once the stream is finished. It's going to have 3 parts to it. Excuse me, I got to took you through it. It's going to have 3 parts to it. The first part is a poll for the people who's already on the server, like a question or a poll, you know what I mean? The second part, there's my stream there, thank you. I'm going to quickly mute the fucking volume before I get fucking double fucking echo on the cunt. There you go. Right, the second part will be showing off this area where I'm stood on. This is the event arena, the server arena. It's got 4 rooms on it. 1 being the main reception room, 3 being the events arenas. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 events held in those 3 arenas, and there's 1 further event held up on the rooftop. Right, for the people who's with that, best share the fucking stream, thick twat. Two seconds. Oh well, fucking. It's good to be organised, like, isn't it? Right, that's shit. It's working. Right, but what I was saying. This video is going to be in 3 parts. This stream is in 3 parts. When it uploads on my channel, I will go back through it, and in the channel description, I will put bullet points in, so you'll know part 2 starts at this time, part 3 starts at this time. Right, the first part. This is for everyone who's already on the server. As it stands at the minute, you're allowed to have alliances with other tribes, but what that does, that disables the offline rear protect, because you can't have offline rear protect and none if you've got allies online, sort of shit. So it's up to you as what you want. Do you want to keep allies, or do you want to keep offline rear protect? Let us know and I'll adjust accordingly, you know what I mean? Right, part 2. This is the events arena. It's split off into 1, 2, 3 areas, and I'll take you inside for a look. It's not 100% finished yet. There's a few little details to do, but it's looking alright. What time of day is it? It is. It's going to turn nighttime soon. I'll show you the maze area first while it's light. The maze will have a timer on it. Once you enter, you've got to crouch to enter. That's your way in. Once you crouch in that step, there is no other way out. You've got to do the maze. I'll quickly show you from above. I was at work last night. I done a 12-hour night shift building all this area up. As you can see, I'm way up here. Where I am on the map is right at the bottom of the map there. 70 down, 15 along. That's where you'll find us. I've built it up here because I said to you I wasn't going to interfere with anyone's player spawns. I wasn't going to interfere with anyone's building area, and I wasn't going to interfere with anyone's dinos area. So that's why I've managed to do this, and we have a floating city. Right, get to the maze before it gets dark. Is that 7 o'clock at night, 5 o'clock at night? 7 o'clock at night. Right. 2 seconds, get the position. So as you can see, this is the maze. Let you soak it in for a bit. You will start off in this area. All doors are on unlock, so as soon as you step near them, they'll open. There's only one true route through the maze, but there's loads of little crafty dead ends. Like, as you can see there, true route, dead ends. There will be a time limit on this, and once you get up this ramp and through this door, that's when the timer will stop. You can only do this when myself or one of my two tribe members is up here at a time, yeah. We haven't set a time limit yet because we haven't run it yet. Once we've run it, then I know the exact route, so I'm not going to run it. I'm in the way of that door. I know the exact route, so I'm not going to run it. I'll get two other lads to run it, and I'll do like an average time, and that will set the time limit for the maze. Once you get up here and you finish, and if you win, anyway, I'm going to change that. We're going to do it on a weekly basis. So every week, the fastest timer of that week will win a prize. The prize will be undecided yet, but it might be a dinosaur. But if it is, it'll be like a max level 300 dinosaur. But if it is, it'll only be a farming dinosaur. We're not going to give away aggressive attacking dinosaurs this time round, and that's mainly because of the PvP side of the game. We don't want to be fucking giving you a prize and you end up winning the fucking level 300 fucking giggy, you know what I mean? So mainly farming dinosaurs, trikes, brontos, you know what I mean? So that's the maze. These signs will be getting changed a bit, but it's colour coded. As I was saying, it's not 100% complete. That's because I haven't painted any of this area yet. I was on for 12 hours painting everything up. I just couldn't be asked to do this fucking last night. Get back to my water position. The next area is Dodo Dash. As a Ben, if you've ever played Hungry Hippos, you'll know exactly what this is. If you're wondering why there's so many doorways, it's because I had to build like a ramp to build up into it. But it's easier doing it like this. All it is, you choose a colour: yellow, red, blue, or green. You can do it as a 1 player, you can do it as a 2 players. If you can get like 4 people in, you'll all have a colour each. If you get 8 people in, there'll be 2 each, you know what I mean? Once you got your colour assigned to you, you'll enter your room. There'll be a box here. It'll have your colour coded uniform on, a club, and some berries. And your objective is to capture as many dodos as you can. You got to actually tame them though. You can't just kill them and drag the fucking bodies in, you know what I mean? Once you do tame them, pick them up, throw them in the fucking room. Make sure you whistle and follow, or else they'll fucking run back out. And once the last dodo has been caught, we'll go around and we will count every single dodo in every single room. The winner will then be decided, whoever has the most dodos, and you'll be invited to come to this room. This door will remain locked until the end of the round. There'll be 3 boxes in here, listed A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3. We'll turn to you, ask you which fucking box you want as your prize. Once you've listed your box, we'll allow you in. You're allowed to open that 1 box only, and in that box there'll be a list. On the list it'll either be armor and weapons, resources, or a dinosaur. Again, it'll only be a farming dinosaur though. But once you've chosen your list, the other 2 boxes will be destroyed, so you won't be able to pick them up, swap them out like that. Your box is your box only. Once you get your box, you're free to leave the fucking area. We will join you at your base, and unicorn. We'll join you at your base and give you your reward there. With it being an indoor building, it's ideal on the night time, because once it does get fucking dark, I could use an admin check to get dark, but there's people I'm like doing shit I don't really want to. All these light up. Oh fuck, I'll put power in first. Yeah, all these light up. Just makes the room a little bit more interesting, especially if you're on the red and yellow team, because the yellow and red lights fuck things up a bit. Especially when you're in the middle of fucking trying to knock out as many fucking dodos as you fucking can, you know what I mean? Be a good fucking laugh. I want it to get dark, because the next arena is mint in the night. What time is it? It's going slow. Is that it? As you see, it changes the room loads at night. But this arena over here, it looks mint at night. This is the battle arena, or the tag and bag arena. That sign will be getting changed as well. You'll be split off into two teams, blue team and red team. There's two ways to play this arena. You can do battle, where it's just red versus blue, team deathmatch style. You'll get 5 sleeping bags, armour and weapon. Once your sleeping bags is all used, that's your lives all gone. You'll choose your side. Oh, well, go up and turn the fucking lights on first, don't I? Oh, I don't want to show you the arena until I get the lights on. Plus you need the lights on because it's pretty fucking damn dark. Tell you what. Do 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 do. It's like a fucking rave. That spoiled it all. That like I was hoping to be a surprise. Alright, walk. Alright, once you've chosen your side, red or blue, you'll come into your either red room or on the opposite side, the blue room. There will be boxes and cases in here for you to choose to get your colour-coded armour, colour-coded weapons, and sleeping bags or food, or probably both anyway. With it being like a team deathmatch style, there'll be assault weapons, sniper weapons, handguns, there'll be smoke bombs, there'll be trip mines and all that, and tranquilizer grenades I think they're called. Narcotic grenades type of shit. The objective of the game is stay fucking alive. As I say, you'll have 5 sleeping bags. Once your sleeping bags are gone, yeah, you're out. You can place some sleeping bags in this room, or you can place them in this room. So you're going to have 2 spawn points. That room is important for the next game mode. And the next game mode is tag and bag, where the objective of the game is to knock out your opponent, handcuff them and drag them into that room upstairs. So in here again, you'll have a club, trank darts with a long neck rifle. There's a fucking thunder and lightning. Your colour-coded armour and food, and probably say narcotic berries so you can keep your people knocked out. Run the map, knock out the enemies, drag them into your zone. Once you're in here and you've got them handcuffed, we will try and have 2 referees on in the game, and all the referees will be doing is watching this door. They're not there to interfere in the game in any other way. Just cause if you've got someone handcuffed in there, you don't want them fucking running out. You know what I mean? The enemy team is free to come in and free the prisoner. I'm not going to stop that. That's fair fucking play. You know what I mean? But I don't want random ass bastards running around handcuffed. Fucking, you know what I mean? The object is to keep your prisoners in there. So if you're doing it in teams, it's ideal to have your own guard on the door. And all they can do is just stand there and fucking knock the cunts back out again. You know what I mean? And the arena is on a 2-tier arena. It looks like a laser quest type of shit. There's plenty of nooks and crannies, hiding spots, sniping spots and all that. Little alleyways, doorways, windows to snipe from. All these are on unlock, so you can use them to your advantage. Little sniper spots straight to the fucking capture zone sort of shit. It is a mirrored image arena as well, so whatever is on the left is on the right. And as you can see, when it's all lit up, red lights kind of lead to the red zone, and blue lights lead to the blue zone, so you do know where you are at all times sort of shit. So if you don't get shot out, so that's me dragging on the roof and being cunt. At the end of the game, when either you've captured all the enemy team, or you've killed all the enemy team, whoever's the winner. I do need to put a seal in there, I just realised that. You will jump down off your platform onto this roof and await your prize. Now, there's 2 different ways we're going to do this. One way, there'll be a box with some with notes in it, like I've done in the other 2 areas, or there'll be a loot box spawned in for you. Now, the loot boxes on this game is what comes down from the sky sort of shit, but they're a little bit different than that. They're what's it called, a Jackson box or something like that it's called, and they could hold totally random objects. If there's 4 of you on one side, there'll be 4 boxes spawned in. If there's 2, there'll be 2 boxes spawned in. You know what I mean? those Jackson boxes, I'm sure it's Jackson. The Jackson boxes will hold absolutely anything in them. It could be weapons, armor, saddles. It could be made up stuff. It could be blueprinted stuff. It's totally random what you get in their boxes. It's just like a drop coming from the sky. It is totally fucking random. I'll turn this Jenny off. Eventually. I'll make them back the daytime for them. Yeah. Hopefully there's only 2 people on the minute, so hopefully it doesn't fuck them up too much, but it's for a good purpose. Right, so that's 2 events in this arena. The maze is your 3rd event. The dodo is your 4th event. Now for the 5th event. The 5th event, if you're scared of heights, it'll be advisable not to do it. There will be a platform leading over onto that roof. But for now, I'm going to do this. Right, there'll be a platform leading over onto this roof. How will it walk? Sure, I'll tell you when I get there, it'll be fucking easier. Getting pissed off. Yeah. So the final event for this area, for now, there will be another platform over there for the event later on. But the final event for this area at the minute will be the parachute drop. Now we did do it on the server before we done the crash, where we jumped from a bridge to a piece of land. But this one, as you can see, is a little bit different. So I'm changing it up a little bit more as well. You will be given 3 parachutes, 3 long neck rifles, and 300 tranq darts. There'll be a different drop zone every time. So the first one could be somewhere in this clusters of island, might be on the little island far over there. That could be on that green obelisk, could be on them clusters of fucking island. It's a survival parachute drop. As you can tell by the weapons I've given you, once you've jumped off this platform, you're not allowed to shoot while you're on this platform, by the way. But once you've gotten off this platform and you're in the air, you're free to shoot the enemy. So yep, that means you can knock them out while they're parachuting. Now their parachute might snap and they might fall down and die instantly, which gives you a better opportunity. Because the winner will be the one who's in the zone on the final countdown sort of shit. There'll be a time limit to this parachute jump. It might be a 15-minute game, it might be a 20-minute game, we might make it last out a half-an-hour game, you know what I mean? If you're the only survivor left at the end of that time limit, you're the winner. We're doing that because some people will just jump straight down, open the parachute at the last minute and stay in the zone. So at least now there's a survival aspect to it, you know what I mean? You've got to stay alive. Plus with there being narcotic darts, over there is a few aggressive dinos, like meat-eating dinos, you know what I mean? Over that side it isn't too bad, but going towards the green obelisk, as you can see it's a long way, you will have a kind of trek on you. That's why we think about half an hour for game modes. There will be a lot of dinos to encounter. I have tested the parachute, and if you follow the tip of my spear, it's roughly there, along the coastline, to the green obelisk, down there to this little shaded valley area, and down that coastline. So we've got all of this area where the drop zone can be. So there's plenty area to cover. And if we get a fair few views on it, it'll look funny as fuck. It'll be like that Fortnite game, you know what I mean? Parachuting out and surviving, you know what I mean? So that will be the 5th event. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll be the 5th event. Eventually, there will be a further arena added over this side, and this is where the survival zone will be. Survival zone will be where you enter the arena. You could do it solo or you can do it in a team. All it is it'll be a massive arena, much like the rest of them, you know what I mean, big circle area. And it'll be wave after wave of dinosaurs. The more waves you complete, the better rewards you'll get. At the end of each round, you will get a list of what you've won. Every 5 rounds, you'll get a box spawn in where it'll all be ascendant gear, guaranteed ascendant gear as well. So obviously, the better you do, the more 5 rounds you complete, the more and more stuff you're going to fucking get. Now, we've never tried it yet, so we don't know what the max round's going to be, but we might do it as a time limit sort of shit. There won't be any like Rexes or gigs out like that spawned in straight away. It'll start off with little dinos, work your way up. Some of them will be dinosaurs that run away from you, some of them will be dinosaurs that attack you, so you will have to work to get to kill them. Aye. Right, let me get back away from my little beastie and I'll show you where everything is. The only time I do use admin commands is when I'm building public events up, and I can prove that by showing you my base, because at the minute my base is fuck all. It's just a little hut in the middle of up nowhere, but I don't want to show you where my base is. Right, so that's the events arena area. If you want to know where it is, it's at 7015. And you're free to come and visit here, but when we are not online, there will be a shield up and there will be tech turrets in place just to stop any fucking dickheads from trying to smash it, because it took a fucking lot of work to get this. It is up in the air, so when you are flying to it, there will be a rendering time sort of thing. If you do get a little bit laggy, just bear with it. It'll only take a couple of seconds, because it's not really too bad for the lag, to be honest. Oh. Just gotta be careful when you're up and landing. Right, so that's the poll done and the events arena done. So the third part is for people who's interested in joining the server. The server is called, the PlayStation 4 community is called, and the Facebook group is called RESPAWN-PVE-UK. It will be mentioned in the comments below. There will be a link for the Facebook page below as well. If you know how to search your PS4 community pages, just type it in there as well. I can't get it with a minute, because if I do that, I'll get a blue screen and you won't be able to see what I'm fucking typing anywhere. Right, the stats for the page. Predominantly it is PvP, but we have predominantly it is PvE, and it's on Ragnarok, as you can see. But we do have PvP weekends, so from 5 PM UK time until Sunday midnight, it's PvP. Monday to Friday it's PvE, and that's when these events will be held, during the PvE times only. There's 10 times gather, 10 times tame, 20 times breeding, 20 times maturity, 5 times egg hatch, and the drops and the fish and loot is at 25 times. That's so we can get like high-end gear out, you know what I mean? Water, food and stamina drain has been halved. There's been a slight increase to dinosaur egg layer. That's mainly for the kibble side of it, when you're bringing up a baby sort of shit, when you're trying to get them to adult. Some of them need kibble now and again. Flyers are allowed in caves. When it's onto PvE, flyers can carry players. Crosshairs are allowed, so those people who like playing in third person, you've got the crosshairs on. Structured decay and dino decay is turned on. So after 7 days of inactivity, someone can come over and smash your base up. It's just a good way of keeping the map clear, and they're also free to loot your base and claim your dinosaurs as well, so bear that in mind if you're not going to be on for 7 days. Supply drops that drop down onto any one structure. They won't sink through the ceiling like they normally do on official. They will stay on rooftops, so anyone can come over and claim them. We have floating damage on. That's mainly for yourself, really. Like for when you're doing tames and all, you know what damage you're doing. You don't want to give too much fucking damage to it when you're trying to knock a fucking dino out. As one of my Maras found out the day when he killed a fucking level 300 odd fucking quets, 300 quets I think it was. You can't see your player mark on your map, which you've already seen when I got the map up early on. Our wild dinos are set at level 300, meaning the wild wyvern, the eggs that drop can reach 390, I think it is. There's a young one last night picked up a 380 egg. The most I've getting so far is a 340, I think it was. Lockable containers, stuff like your smithy, your forges, all them are lockable now. So if someone comes to raid the base, during PvP times, they can't just open it and take your shit out. They're going to have to smash the cunt up, you know what I We do have double engrams in place as well. I was going to do level 300 max, but instead I changed it to double engrams. That's mainly because of the PvP side of it. You don't want to be going into a 1v1 battle with someone who's got 2k fucking health, you know what I mean, sort of shit. So that's why we put double engrams in instead. And what that means is every time you level up, instead of getting like say 10 engrams, you'll get 20 engrams. That's all that means. I've told you about the PvP side, and there's no attacking of any passive dinos as well, so that's out of it. Now for the main rules side of it. Monday to Friday, people told you all that. Right, there's no pillar and foundation place, and what that means is you can't just mark off a fucking zone by placing 100 fucking pillars all over the place. You've got to actually build up in that area, you know what I mean? It's a massive map, it's a big enough map, there's plenty of areas to build up in. So people who just drop pillars down are just wasting time, because I will come over, I'll give you a warning. If you don't destroy them, I'll fucking destroy them. And but I'll do it the easy way by destroying all buildings. So that means all your buildings, what you've made, will get destroyed. I'm not going to go through one by one on each fucking pillar and destroy one pillar at a time. I will wipe the lot. There is warnings up on that on the Facebook page and on the PS4 community page. Anyone can say that. There's no building in any of the player spawns areas. There's not worse than spawning into someone's fucking base and not being able to do it out. It makes people leave the server. It makes people get pissed off, you know what I mean, sort of shit. So there's no building in player spawn areas. I do check the map every 2 days. I fly right round the coastline, so I visit every fucking spawn spot, and any buildings what are there do get destroyed. There was only last night. It was the first night I have not destroyed any buildings, so people, I think the message is finally getting to people. There's also no building in artifact caves or building on or near obelisks. We're all for people trying to do the boss battles. To do the boss battles, they've got to get artifacts, and they've got to get the obelisks. If you're marching up the map towards fucking green obelisks there, you don't want your dinos to start getting attacked by loads of fucking turrets placed around the fucking obelisks. So I do check them as well on a second daily basis, or every other day I check them. Anything that is there will fucking be destroyed the same way I do the other destroy. I will destroy all buildings, so it will wipe the whole tribe's buildings out, so do not build in or around there purely for that. Okay, building, done that. We aren't too bothered about people swearing in chat on the game. It's there, you know what I mean, everyone swears, so I'm I was going to say I'm a cunt for it. I'm a twat for it. It's like a nervous twitch. It's not Tourette's or fuck, but I do swear a lot. But anything like sexual fucking discrimination type of shit or racial abuse sort of shit, that's a big fucking no. So don't go blabbering on in chat like that sort of shit. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say the words because I don't want to get wrong with YouTube. On the 12th of December, they're bringing the expansion to the desert zone. I don't think they're adding phoenixes to it. If they don't, I know there is a way that I can add phoenixes to it. So eventually we will definitely have phoenixes on this map. I know how to do it, so I will be doing that. I've told you about double engrams as well. And I think that's everything covered. As I say, I will be going back through the video once it's uploaded on my channel. The first part, the question or the poll part to the people who's already on the server, that'll be part 1. The showcasing of the events arena, that'll be part 2. And the advertisement for new people, that'll be part 3. They'll all be set as a time trial sort of shit. So you'll know exactly which time to skip to if you want to know certain parts. Everything I mentioned in regards to links, they'll be in the description below. And also I might, yeah, fuck it, I will. All the rules I've just gone through, I'll re-enter all them below, so no one's got an excuse to not see them. For those who just joined the video now, I've just been showcasing off the events arena for the server. Feel free to skip back to the beginning of the video and you'll see where we are and what we've got planned. Right, I'm Vengeance. I'm going to stop the stream now. And I'll catch us all later. Bye.